Hey guys, and welcome back to Regrowth. Quite literally, like I said last time, I literally turned the recording off, turned it back on, and we're here. So, in today, like I said, we're going to be working on the bigger version of Regrowth, the growing part of it. Most of Regrowth is based in the idea of you're trying to restore the world using the power of magic and growth. So, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to cook a bucket up. Another thing I want to do before I get too far into this is make a few more resources that we're going to need for a little bit. Bucket, or should I say buckets? Technically, it's going to ask me to make these buckets later, but I always make them early because you really do need these buckets. Oops. For those of you who are asking, when are we going to see you turn them difficulty back on? Probably in this episode. Well, I would probably like to keep the difficulty off because bad guys is annoying. We do need them. They can be useful. Not very, but we'll see. Alright, so let's go find out what's going on in the world. Like I said in the last episode, the thing we need to find now is dirt. I need at least one block of dirt, and the best way to find dirt in Regrowth is to look underground. As you see, there's dirt. There are pockets of dirt underground. You can find them all over the place. All you gotta do is dig down and find it. Finding like ravines like that I just showed you. I don't know if you call that a ravine or not, but I do. Finding ravines is probably the best way to find dirt. Also, don't be stingy with your flint. Feel free to use flint as fast as you want. It's literally a very abundant resource for regrowth. It's one of the few times. This is one of the few times in this that I use tinkers that I actually think to myself that it's not a pain to get flint. A pain to get flint. There's tons of flint everywhere. Those gray boulders are constantly popping up. Don't know if gravel's any useful. Oh yeah, it is. Oh wait, no it's not. Because it's not. I was thinking because I can use it to build a smeltery, but that's not how you build a smeltery in this one. That's on scary Jesus. But we're gonna get some dirt. Most people might be asking, why are you getting so much dirt? You literally have an infinite amount of power because you got that Project D cheat. Shut up. But I always collect more than I need. Whether or not I have Project E installed, it's still just a habit to go around grabbing as much as the resources I can get. Get out of here. Alright, so, where's the house? There it is. So, now we have dirt. As I said before, part of this is going to be using dirt in order to restore the world through planting. So the first thing you want to do is you want to do this, because the first thing you want to do is make 4 rows of dirt. Once you have made 4 rows of dirt, obtain 1 of each of your seeds. Of the 4 seeds you have obtained so far, other than pasture, you want to use belladonna, potato, carrot, and seeds. Next, get some sticks. Put them in a crafting table like that. Make crop sticks. Which actually, grab these in here. make crop sticks. Now you move into this. Crafting tasks of crop sticks, and then get wheat, sugarcane, and mandrake. Wait, of those, the only one I said was that we were going to make seeds, which would get us wheat. But how do we get sugarcane? How do we get mandrake? The answer is in the way Regrowth does its progression. In order to obtain anything further down the path, well, the first steps at least, you have to use what's called crossbreeding in Agricraft. Alright, so how crossbreeding works is you combine two plants together to get a new plant. Or, if you do what I'm doing here, at least in Regrowth, when this seed goes to here, it has a percentage chance of increasing its stats. The three stats in Agricraft are strength, speed, and strength, speed, and something else. Strength, speed, and gain, or something like that. Which what it is strength is the strength it has against weeds. In Regrowth, weeds are turned off. The other thing strength does is, if you get clippers, you can clip the plant to get a seedling of it. But depending on how strong it is, you have a percentage chance of getting something that is just as strong as it has all the same stats as it, or decreased stats. So you kind of want to use the strongest seed to gain your clippings. Let's fall down here for a second. On top of this, on top of your seedlings, you have gain. Gain is how much it produces. Agricraft, by design, when you have a 1 gain, when you have a seed with low gain, you only gain 1. Every time. It's not a random chance, it's only 1. The higher the gain, the more you can gain, up to 4. So once you have a 10 gain seed, it gains 4 every single time. 10 are the highest its stats can go. 10 strength means no weeds, and means you'll always gain a seed of equal strength. Then last and most interesting part for it is when you have, what's it called? The last is speed, which, if you can't guess, speed increases how fast this plant will grow. A 10-10-10 seed, which is the most powerful seed can be, is what you're looking for. Now, seeds, while placed in a line like that, will have a chance to increase their stats. You can also do a few other styles. If you'd like to see a way to do that, let me know in the comment section below. I will show how different Agricraft works, and I will show you how to fight off certain problems in Agricraft. This is a good way to do it and leave it set. It'll take care of itself, it'll do its own thing, and soon you'll have what you need, and you won't have to worry about it. Another way you can do it is a little bit more involved, which we might do later for more advanced crops, but for now, I'm just trying to get this to take care of itself while I work on building our house. After we build our house, we're going to go do some exploring again. Yay, more exploring. It's going to be a thing in this pack, it's going to be a lot. We're going to be doing a lot of this and a lot of exploring until I have enough resources to actually do some work. But next thing we need to do, we go into our questing book. This is another one. This is one I like, the questing book, because if I go into the questing book, we notice that we have a couple of things we can do. This one, interference. Something powerful would have had to have been used to remove all the war from the world. Now, basically what it's saying is, Endermen! They must have done it. So we're going to have to go kill some Endermen. We will do this eventually. I don't know when. Depends on when the Enderman shows up. Speaking of which, depends on when an Enderman finally shows up. And I'm turning it to easy. Flowering. Botania flowers. We're going to be doing that soon. But we're going to do this first. First we need a furnace. We updated furnace. It didn't count. Because it wants me to craft it. Of course it does. It's okay. We always need more furnace. We always need more furnace. Yay, furnace. So now we have furnaces. Next it wants us to make the tinker stuff, so let's go with this and this. I'm going to need one of these, one of these, and a handful of these, and one of these. Okay, so pattern chest, part builder, tool station, stencil table. I'm going to put them over here. So, stencil table, part builder, and tool station. I messed up that one, which caused me to mess up both of those. It was stencil table, part chest, part builder, tool station. Next, if we move into this, you can then click on this, open the rewards, get a bunch of these over here, put this into full guard, put this in here, and that's that. Flowering! So next we go over here, grab some floral fertilizer, and some dirt. And then we gotta make a small area for dirt, for flowers. Probably going to, eventually I'll make a lot of this dirt, probably a lot later, actually. Once I get up to getting a wand focus of equal trade and a decent wand, we'll be seeing me use that. I'm hoping this can have the good wand in it. There's a particular wand type I like. If I can get that, then I'll be very happy. It's the Britannia Thalmcraft Connection wand. But we'll be talking about that more when it gets to a thing. But floral fertilizer, it's a Britannia favorite. When you get it in this mod, find some dirt, click it on it. You get flowers. You'll get between 3 and 4 as long as there's room. Do be warned, it will let you use it even if there's not enough for that many flowers. You'll lose some of your floral fertilizer, and you'll be, if you're like me, you'll be upset about it. But for me, I usually just use this big of an area. It'll get you plenty of flowers. There's a lot of things you can do in this that can help you out. One thing I'm going to do that's going to help me out is I'm going to place this chest here and then put the flowers inside of it. We're going to have tons of flowers, and there's a particular, we need white flowers, and we're not getting white flowers because the game hates me. That's also why I cheated not cheated, that's also why I gave myself a transmutation tablet. So that I could do this. There's one. Because normally you'd have to get a lot more of this. If you're not using Project E, you can make an item called Immortal and Pestle. I will be making that. I'll probably make it next, actually, since there's not much else for us to do. And I need things to do while I wait. Well, that's all of the flowers. Open this back up. We can undo that. Just there for now. And one of the big issues is that you'll get a lot of hang-ups like this as you're waiting. I probably will go ahead and do a bit different from how I normally do this. Normally I wait until these 4 are 10-10-10s, and then I move on. I'll probably just move on quickly so that we can see what's next, but I don't know. For the next part, we're going to open this back up. What the world teaches? Nothing. What the world embraces? Here we go. We can make a chisel. Most of you be like, but you don't have iron. You don't need iron in this. Not for the lowest chisel, at least. This allows us to make a chisel. Yay. Now we can make the super crafting frame. This is kind of an interesting one. Give me some planks. we go. So, put a crafting table in the center, surrounded by sticks, and you get a super crafting tray. Get those. Now, if I go like this, I'm going to put it here. Now if I come over here, real quick, grab a chest, grab some of this, grab a bucket, you can then do this. Should work. There we go. Put that there. Put that there. Pushing me in. There we go. Put that there, and put that there. Now, what that shows is that's a sand block. Basically, what this does is, if I go over here and grab some of this cracked sand, all but one in here, because I want to show this off. If I put this in here and I put this with this, we get sand. But as you can see, the bucket got emptied, and I now need to make another. I now need to fill it back up. It takes forever. What you can do is, if you have a super crafting frame like this, and you don't mind spamming Chad, you can do it automatically. Basically, the way this works is, the super crafting frame will attempt to craft whatever you have in the crafting frame, based on whether or not you have the materials in your personal inventory, or in the container that it's attached to. So put your cracked sand into this box, and on your spare time, come over here and hit this like crazy. You get a ton of sand out of it. It'll turn the cracked sand into something useful, and it'll be pretty simple. This is a very quick way of doing this. It'll help you get through this a lot faster than how some people normally have to deal with this. Once you're done, just leave it be. You're going to need it eventually because you're going to mine more cracked sand later. But one of the reasons why I needed sand was we're getting closer to this. As you can see, this is now fully grown. And as you can see, it's spread to the next one. Now, I'm going to go ahead and speed this process up a bit. Not by much. This doesn't work on mutation, sadly. You can configure it, but I can never get the configure to work properly. So what you can do is you can do this. And then it waits. Once it gets to the next one, you can hit it again. But that's another one of those. You can do that to take care of this system. If I put these like this, we have to wait. The good thing about this one is that this one's pretty much takes care of itself kind of thing, as it's going to automatically this will keep trying to mutate. It keeps, every random tick, it has a chance of mutating. Now, normally, it has a chance to either go from, with its wheat and something else, it has a chance to go from wheat to wheat, or wheat to whatever that it combines with this. Being that it's on sand, being that it's on sand, it has to become sugarcane. It can't become anything else. It won't be able to. So it's literally going to sit there, and until it becomes sugarcane, it's not going to do anything except continue pushing down this way. You can also do this where you can mine out the carrots and stuff. Get the potatoes. Oh, I shouldn't have gotten that potato because I should have let that one. Place that. Good. All right. So next one. We're also going to start working on on the next thing that I want, which I'll show in a second. But do this, place that there, and that'll start working towards that. Put a meal. I didn't need to do that. Why did I do that? We can start moving towards the next one, which, if I go over here, get some planks. Do this, get some oak wood planks. Do this, get some sticks. Or sticks. Get into this, with this, gets us a composting bin. Now, what do composting bins do? Well, by the namesake, you can kind of guess. Compost. If I go into here and I go get out a stack of wheat, place the wheat in there, it's going to start doing its thing. What a compost bin does is if you place something organic into this, it will break it down. Oh, here was the sugarcane, by the way. It'll break it down into compost. What's compost used for in Minecraft? Well, when you get enough compost, you can put one compost piece with a dirt. What does that do? Well, give me a second and I'll show you. So, once this has gone through long enough, you get a compost. Also, if you put this over here, it'll highlight everything in your inventory you can put into it. You get compost. Doesn't have any EMC, not a big deal. If I go back into this and we go into dirt, I put a single dirt, a single compost, we get garden soil. What in the world does garden soil do? I'm betting some of you are asking. This is the same as farmland near water. It's hydrated. But you don't have to ever put water near it. So it's great for moving past these water troughs I currently have going on here. I'll explain later on how you can use this to your advantage. It also has another purpose for it. We'll cover that later, which will make Botania a lot easier. Personally, it's one thing I wish Botania had it normally. Oops. Oh, I guess I can break these now. So, once I break these, I'm going to show you guys something. Oh, crap. And again, crap. That might not be the best, but I don't really have the equipment to find out. As you can see, it's a bunch of different seeds. That's one reason why you want these compost bins as quickly as possible, because you're going to get tons of seeds. What it is each of these seeds have a different type. See these highlights, what I can put in there. Each of the seeds have a different type, a different stat. So it's not like it's all 1-1-1s, like they start off. There's nows 1-3s, 1-2s, 1-2-3s, and stuff like that, all over the place. They don't stack. There's nothing you can do with them. You might as well could do what I did, compost them. Eventually we'll have a system set up that can automatically compost them, but until I get to that system, there's not much we can do. Just gotta continue throwing them into the compost bin. But, So, that's that. Let's go ahead and start building. Let's go and get back to building. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, for those of you who are like, I don't want to sit here and wait for us to get a sapling, I want to start building my house now. If you're impatient like me, do wood slabs. Then put the wood slabs together, makes oak wood planks. Gives you a chance to get planks early on, don't have to wait as long. While it won't help you out with getting like normal wood, you can get oak wood planks, which then will let you move forward. Place it like this. It's also good if you want to play on peaceful, I mean on something more difficult than easy, and you're getting bombarded with bad guys all the time. It'll help you get your base set up a little bit faster. first house won't have any windows for a while. Mostly because I don't know where I'm going to want to put them. Since this is going to be the only house I'm going to have for a little bit. Home sweet house. Another reason you want to do a farm pretty quickly is that you can get carrots, or get wheat to get bread, or get potatoes and get baked potatoes. Then you can cook those and eat those, and you don't longer have to starve to death. But that's everything I can do with that. Yeah. Now we're just waiting for this stuff. Great. For the first while, if you're using Project E like me, you can kind of throw the potato, wheat, and carrot seeds back into the EMC table, even though they have different stats, which makes them different. They actually are considered the exact same for EMCing, so it's not like you're going to end up with 1,000 different seeds in your EMC table. And I think we're getting close to time for me to haul it. So now the house is finished. I'm gonna do one more thing to kind of commemorate. I don't remember what it's called. Can't remember the word for some reason. Consecrate? I don't know. That's not it. I know that's not it. Well, I don't know. Home sweet house. One of my classic sayings for home sweet home. Instead of saying home sweet home, I say home sweet house. Let's get a door real quick. Maybe the next one will have some more progress. Probably not, though. Like I said, regrowth's kind of boring. Lots of this at the beginning. I might take a break from recording. This is just music. I really want to listen to Planet Seed, Let It Grow. Thank you. Another chest you want is a chest for your seeds. Any seed that you're currently not growing but you want to grow eventually. There's a couple of reasons why that would be a thing. But, like I said, in the next episode, we'll do a little bit more progression. You guys might see me doing a lot more. Might see a lot more done when I come back next, since I'll go off camera for a little while. Not really to progress, just to let this do its thing. You guys, if I decide I'll do something, you guys will see it. But this has been Regrowth. I've been the Seven Swords. This has been Regrowth. We've now got a house. We've got some basic seeds, and we're working our way toward being able to do a lot more. Feel free to join me next time. Note to comment, like, subscribe, and dislike button down below. Use them as you see fit. If you don't like the video, please leave a comment. Let me know why you don't like it. I can't fix it if you don't tell me why. If you liked the video, thank you. And if you can, leave a comment letting me know what you liked so I don't change it. If you ended up liking my voice and I get a voice changer and it changes up everything, and you're like, oh crap, I hate the voice. Bring back the old voice. I'm gonna be like, well, you didn't tell me that you liked it. You just told me you were liking the video. I didn't know what you liked about the video. Feel free to tell me what you like, what you don't like. I'll change what I can. If I can't change it, I'll let you know. And then you'll probably tell me I'm terrible and you'll make me cry. But, But, see you next time. Bye!